Chapter 12, Game Boy, Redefining Portable Gaming. Following the success of its home console, the Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo turned its sights to a new frontier, portable gaming. With the release of the Game Boy in 1989, Nintendo ushered in a new era of gaming that would revolutionize the industry and firmly establish Nintendo as a leading innovator in the field. The brainchild of Nintendo engineer Gunpei Yokoi, the Game Boy was the natural evolution of his earlier Game & Watch handhelds. Compact, durable, and powered by 4 AA batteries, the Game Boy offered gamers the chance to take the magic of video games anywhere and everywhere. Its hardware, though simple by today's standards, was groundbreaking at the time. It featured a dot matrix screen, stereo sound through headphones, and most importantly, interchangeable game cartridges. The Game Boy launched with Tetris as a pack-in game in North America, a strategic decision that proved to be a masterstroke. Tetris, with its simple yet addictive gameplay, was the perfect showcase for the Game Boy's capabilities and its potential for pick-up-and-play gaming. This strategic bundling led to the Game Boy and Tetris becoming phenomenally successful, appealing not just to traditional gamers, but also attracting a new, wider demographic to video games. However, Tetris was just the beginning. The Game Boy's library quickly expanded with a variety of games spanning multiple genres. One of the most notable among these was Pokémon Red and Green, Red and Blue in international releases, released in 1996. These games unleashed a cultural phenomenon and were instrumental in extending the Game Boy's lifespan well beyond that of its competitors. One of the Game Boy's key strengths was its robust battery life, a feature that gave it an edge over technologically superior competitors like the Sega Game Gear and the Atari Lynx. While these systems offered color displays and more powerful hardware, they were also more expensive and had a significantly shorter battery life, factors that contributed to the Game Boy's dominance in the handheld market. Over its lifetime, the Game Boy saw several revisions, including the smaller Game Boy Pocket and the Game Boy Light, which featured a backlit screen. The Game Boy Color, launched in 1998, finally brought a color screen to the Game Boy line, while maintaining backward compatibility with all previous Game Boy games. The Game Boy was more than a commercial success. It was a game changer. It brought video games out of the living room and into the wider world, demonstrating the potential of portable gaming. Today, its legacy lives on in the DNA of every handheld gaming device, a testament to Nintendo's ability to innovate and shape the industry. The Game Boy was not just a gaming device, it was a revolution that fit right in the palm of your hand. Chapter 13, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, the 16-bit leap forward. As the 1990s dawned, the video game industry was undergoing a significant transformation. The 8-bit era, dominated by the Nintendo Entertainment System, was giving way to a new generation of more powerful 16-bit consoles. Not to be left behind, Nintendo unveiled its answer to the changing gaming landscape, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. The SNES, known as the Super Famicom in Japan, was released in 1990 in Japan and South Korea, followed by a North American release in 1991, and in Europe and Australasia in 1992. This 16-bit console was a significant upgrade over the NES, offering improved graphics and sound capabilities that allowed for more complex and visually stunning games. The design philosophy of the SNES was a testament to Nintendo's belief in balancing technological advancements with accessibility. While it was not the most powerful console of its generation, that honor went to the Sega Genesis. The SNES emphasized delivering a robust gaming experience that prioritized fun gameplay and innovative design. Nintendo's faith in this philosophy was quickly rewarded. Despite the early lead of the Sega Genesis in the 16-bit console war, the SNES gradually gained momentum. It was the quality and depth of the SNES's game library, more than any other factor, that solidified its position in the market. The SNES saw the release of many games that are now considered among the greatest of all time. Franchises like Super Mario, The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, and Final Fantasy saw landmark entries on the SNES, pushing the boundaries of gameplay, storytelling, and artistry in video games. Super Mario World, the SNES's launch title, introduced players to the vibrant and expansive dinosaur land, marking the first appearance of Mario's dinosaur companion, Yoshi. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past returned to the top-down perspective of the original game, refining the formula and delivering an adventure that many fans consider one of the best in the series. The SNES was also home to Super Metroid, which took the exploration-based gameplay of its predecessors and infused it with atmospheric storytelling, a haunting score, and non-linear gameplay. It was on the SNES that the Final Fantasy series hit its stride, particularly with Final Fantasy IV, known as Final Fantasy III in North America, often cited as one of the greatest role-playing games of all time. The SNES wasn't just a home for great games, it was also a platform for technological innovation. It introduced Mode 7, a form of texture mapping that gave games a unique pseudo-3D look. Games like F-Zero and Super Mario Kart employed this to great effect, creating immersive, fast-paced racing experiences that were unlike anything seen before. As the curtain fell on the 16-bit era, the SNES emerged victorious, selling over 49 million units worldwide. Its legacy, however, goes beyond sales figures. The SNES helped shape the face of gaming, pushing the medium forward and setting a high bar for quality and creativity, a bar that Nintendo continues to strive for today. Chapter 14, Introduction of Yoshi, Expanding the Mario Universe. As the 1990s began, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, SNES, was already home to a host of revolutionary titles, but Nintendo had more tricks up its sleeve. The company aimed to expand the beloved universe of its mascot, Mario, with a character that was not only adorable but also innovative in gameplay mechanics. The result was Yoshi, the lovable green dinosaur who quickly became one of the most iconic characters in the Mario franchise. The concept of Yoshi can be traced back to the early days of the Mario series. Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Super Mario Bros., originally wanted Mario to ride a dinosaur in Super Mario Bros. 3 for the NES. However, technical limitations of the 8-bit console made this idea impossible to implement at the time. With the advent of the 16-bit SNES, these limitations no longer existed, and Miyamoto's dream could finally come to fruition. Yoshi made his first appearance in Super Mario World in 1990. As a faithful sidekick to Mario, Yoshi could eat most enemies and gained special abilities by eating shells of different colors. His introduction brought a new dynamic to the gameplay, adding more depth and complexity. The innovative mechanic of a secondary character who could be ridden on and interacted with the game environment in unique ways was a standout feature, setting Super Mario World apart from previous entries in the series. After his debut, Yoshi quickly became a fan favorite, resulting in his starring role in the 1995 game Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. In this prequel to the Mario series, players controlled Yoshi as he carried a baby Mario on his back, traversing a hand-drawn world that represented a significant departure in visual style from previous Mario games. Yoshi's Island was critically acclaimed for its unique art style, intricate level design, and clever platforming mechanics. Yoshi's appeal extended beyond the mainline Mario games. The character became a fixture in numerous spin-offs, from racing games like Mario Kart, sports titles like Mario Tennis, to party games like Mario Party. Yoshi even headlined his own series of games, including puzzle games like Yoshi's Cookie and platformers like Yoshi's Story. Over the years, Yoshi has remained a beloved character in the Nintendo roster, symbolizing the company's commitment to innovation and its ability to seamlessly blend gameplay and character design. From his memorable debut in Super Mario World to his ongoing appearances in various Nintendo franchises, Yoshi represents Nintendo's creative spirit, bringing joy to millions of players worldwide with his unique abilities and charming personality.